One.
Caroline is now playing live in London. See, simple as that. There's really no effort to it. It's nice having the remotes up front, though, where you can operate everything. I remember my first night on here, my first idea, I was shaking like a leaf anyway, thinking that there's a possibility of 30 million people listening. People I've never met before. People I don't even know if they'll like me. Open the mic, give the ID, and I can't find a start for the turntable. So that's the night the remotes went in.
Radio Caroline.
We have an hourly feed, at least, from an agency in the States, which gives us a background and the latest news from both Europe and the rest of the world. And that's the basis of the bulletins. All I do here is often rewrite those stories, give them a European slant, and I check out what's going on from the European stations as well, to get a more local angle on some of the stories. From, early morning till late night, the newsroom's manned, and if a story comes through, all it takes is for that to be rewritten, and it's on the air, and it can be on the air within seconds. If you're talking about a station on shore, you're talking about perhaps a long delay while it goes through editors and decisions made whether it should go on the air or not. Here, once it's confirmed, we can go straight to air without any delay. So yes, we get quite a few stories out first.
Started off with Peace by Peter, went into Love Action by the Human League, Only When You Leave. That was Spandau Ballet. And Kid Charlemagne, that was Steely Dan. By the way, just to clear up any rumors there might be, there was no giant, green, slimy sea serpent attacking us. Raffles the dog just needs a mention every now and then, and we wanted to do something for him. Live from the North Sea on 963 kilohertz, this is Caroline 319. It's 5 o'clock. Radio Caroline News, brought to you by Newsweek magazine.
2 Israeli mercenaries and 2 Nigerians are to face charges of kidnapping the exiled Nigerian Dr. Umaru Diko. The Nigerian plane involved in the affair has now left Stansted Airport with 6 men on board.
I'm up at 3:45 in the morning. Our first bulletin is at 6:30. So that gives me plenty of time to really check what's going on, what will be the lead stories, and to make sure we are on the ball and not hours behind, as some stations tend to be, unfortunately. So it's a good 2 hours of preparation or so before that first bulletin. Keep on to the international stories, the really big international stories. I suppose it's a lot of it is political news, government news, and the more interesting things of the international section, the Gulf War at the moment and things like that are very, very important to cover.
The actress, Dame Flora Robson, has died in hospital in Brighton, aged 82. She was admitted to the Royal Sussex Hospital earlier this week. And finally, Martina Navratilova has beaten Chris Lloyd in straight sets to win her 3rd successive women's singles title at Wimbledon this afternoon.
For Radio Caroline's Department of News and Public Affairs, I'm Jay Jackson.
That was Radio Caroline News, brought to you by Newsweek, the international news magazine.
There's lots of things like, say, traffic accidents that are very sort of parochial. Unfortunately, a traffic accident in the middle of Hertfordshire in England is going on elsewhere throughout Europe. Every single town has a situation like that. So if we did one, we'd have to do probably 50 every day from our service area. So we do ignore things like that.
There's a new force on planet Earth. On 319 meters medium wave, Europe's voice of loving awareness.
Tasty tracks from the North Sea on a Saturday afternoon from Radio Caroline. Started off in the summertime, appropriately enough. Mungo Jerry, Waiting in Vain, Bob Marley and the Wailers, Love the One You're With, Words to the Wise, Stephen Stills, and Sunset Drivers, Lee Ritenour. Patty Austin singing the backup vocals on that. 17 minutes after 5, Damned Yankin with you, the Blaker. Good afternoon to you. Back in a moment with something that we get a lot of letters for.
Your Caroline 319 sweatshirt is waiting for you. Yes, your high-quality 100% polycotton gray sweatshirt with crew neck, long sleeves, and the Caroline 319 logo in bold letters is waiting for you. Send your personal check or postal order for £10.25, which includes postage and packing, to Seagull Sales, BCM Box 66, London, WC1. And don't forget to state whether small, medium, large, or extra large.
Seagull Sales. BCM, Box 66, London, WC1.
319, I love you.